here is the range from Tints of Nature. So this is the pink rose colour and their Pastelier, which goes with it. So these are semi-permanent colours. So for the rose colour, it lasts 3 to 6 washes. And of course with the Pastelier, it still lasts the same amount of time. And depending on which shade of blonde you start out with, you do have to have light hair for this. Otherwise a pastel colour just will not show up with it. So it's very important to make sure that you've already pre-lightened your hair. Now I dye my hair with a 10XL light blonde, and so for me it actually went on really simply. Now also Tints of Nature were kind enough to actually send this to me, so thank you very much for that. But you guys know me, I'm a very honest person, so everything here is my own opinion. Don't forget that sensitivity test, by the way guys, that's super important. Now this is all of the things that come in the box. So you have your conditioner, the colour, the gloves, the hat, and these are the instructions. So I've been colouring my hair again with Tints of Nature for years now. I always rebuy it because it's so good. And again, it's super easy instructions to follow, which I really appreciate. It basically means that even if you're as amateur as me, that you can do this yourself at home. If you want to get started with a temporary fun colour like I did, then this is how you get started. So this is what my hair looks like. As you can see, it is naturally a very nice light blonde because I use 10XL light blonde on my hair, which makes my hair actually about 3 to 4 shades lighter than what it naturally is. As you can see, it is just a normal standard blonde, and now we are post-wedding. Why the hell not go a bit more fun? And so when you mix them together, you get this gorgeous candy floss pink shade. First step, of course, as always when you dye your hair at home, we're going to be using the clarifying shampoo. This one is a charcoal one, which is a bit different to what I'm used to for just dye my hair a natural colour. So I'm just going to do that and then I'll be right back. As you can see, my hair has now been washed and brushed through because I've got super fine hair, so I totally have to do this, otherwise it would be a disaster, trust me. So now I'm going to mix both of these together, and I don't have a proper like hairdresser mixing bowl, so I'm literally just using one of our ones called, oh my god, okay, look how pink that is. Oh my god, that is so pink. Well, because I've got quite a lot of hair, even though it's quite fine, because I've never used this before, I'd rather have too much product than not enough. And of course we've got the Pastelier. Is it Pastelier? Pastelier? Who knows? I don't know what that reminds me of, but it's just like using white acrylic paint. Again, because this is my ratchet salon, so we don't have any of that fancy stuff. So I'm just going to use the gloves, and it's totally fine to just use the gloves. Okay, so that is what we've started off with. This is what we've got, and I'm literally, okay, that is, oh my god, that is like totally the colour that I'm after. And so you just want to make sure it looks like a tubby custard. So I'm just making sure that this is like thoroughly mixed through. Now I've got all of this on, I'm just gonna start scooping and applying all over my head. This definitely does feel quite strange putting this through my hair, I've got to say. This is another reason why I brush through it, because trying to do this when your hair is knotty will not work one bit. Aren't you glad you married me?
You're okay.
So as you can see, like, I don't know if you can see at the top of my head here, that's kind of the colour it's going to turn, and that is like literally like the candy floss we had at the wedding. So now all you need to do is put that up, take your gloves carefully off. Oh, it went through.
Aww.
Okay, so maybe wash it off if it's actually gone through the glove, probably because of my nails. Pink life, pink life.
Pink life, pink life.
Put your sexy cap on. Oh, hell me! Per these easy to follow instructions, we're going to leave this on for 30 to 40 minutes, and I'll be back. Oh hi! It's been about 40 minutes now, and let's have the grand reveal. Oh my god, my hair's going to be so pink at the end of this. The next step is to try and not touch your skin, and also put your gloves back on that things hopefully didn't seep through to, and just use a very cold wash to wash this out of your hair, because anytime that you use heat on a temporary hair dye like what this is, it will just go straight out your hair, and we want to keep our e-girl look for as long as we possibly can. So I'm just gonna hop in the shower right now. And here is what my hair looks like once it's dry. And obviously this is after the e-girl look. This is the next video I'll be sharing with you guys on just how to have a bit of fun, especially when you're in lockdown. So this is the color it turned out like, and honestly, I love it so much. It's just like candy floss. So don't forget to subscribe so you can see that video. Day 2, hair is still looking really good, so I just curled it this morning. You can see the pink hasn't gone all the way through. That's probably also because I'm kind of a ratchet salon person, so it didn't really get applied in the correct way. But because I've got such light blonde hair, it managed to actually penetrate really prettily. What do you think of it, sweetheart?
Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's nice with the like pink streaks and the lighter blonde, like the pinkier blonde. Yeah. I think that's worked out really nicely.
Yeah, so like they say on the packet, I kind of think that you have to have like light enough hair to be able to pull this off, because otherwise it won't really work. But I haven't washed it yet. It hasn't felt bad. It hasn't felt like damaged or anything. So day 2, definitely living for the pink hair for sure. I love it. It feels like I've got candy floss on my head right now. As you can see, I washed my hair last night and a lot of the pink has come out. It's still got quite a pink hue to it, but it definitely does look a lot more blonde now. Like you can see up at the top of my head, like the pink is still showing. I didn't use cold water because I was like too freezing cold yesterday, so I needed to have like a warm shower, but it wasn't like hot water. But yeah, it's definitely faded. I still think that this looks pretty, don't you?
Yeah, it looks good.
It still looks pretty.
Yeah, absolutely, because there's darker patches on top of your head.
Yeah.
So like lean your head over. Yeah, so there's darker patches on the top of your head, like the ears. And then it like fades out, and then there's like still streaks of pink coming down.
Yeah. So it's just not quite as impactful as it has been for the past 2 days, but we'll see how long it will take for all of it to wash out. But anyway, we're heading off now, so let's just get going. So hopefully you guys can see this. This is from washing my hair twice, and you can see like there are a few little pink bits, and as you could have seen from that footage before, it's just not anywhere near as vivid as it was on the first day. And this is just using like my regular cruelty-free shampoo. I didn't use their system, and I made sure to wash it with cold water, so you can see just that up there. You might be able to see some pink still in there, but there's really, it's not much now, and that's after 2 washes. Hey lovelies, so now it's finally time for me to give my final thoughts. It's now the following Monday after I first applied it, and you can still see like there are little hints of pink still around in my hair. It's not very obvious now, it's just like a little pink hue to blonde effectively, which I think is just something that will happen for everyone else. Now, I didn't have a cold shower last night because I was actually quite cold myself, so there's a few things I just wanted to note about this hair color, because one, okay, so let's just start off with the positives, because oh my god, I love it. It doesn't sting at all, at least it didn't for me. It smells like strawberries when you apply it, which is just amazing. So the color payoff is really, really good with the Pastelier. I just think that it's one of those fun things that you can be able to put in for a short period of time and then be able to have it wash out fairly quickly. So say if you've got like a week off work like what we did, then if you have a corporate job to go back to, going back with this, people only with like attention to detail will be able to tell that there are definite pink streaks still in my hair. So it's one of those things that's really, really good. And it's amazing that there's now actually a cruelty-free and vegan option for this, because most of those hair colorant things, like, they're actually not cruelty-free or vegan. And then of course you have the whole wig issue, and then it's like you can either get a plastic one or a real hair one, and the real hair ones, yeah. I will happily do a deep dive into that, but there are many other people who have already done a deep dive into real hair wigs and how cruel they really are. So for me, I think it's kind of best to have these sorts of options that you can actually just put through your hair and they last for a week, maybe 2 weeks. The negative, I think, is just because you do have to wash with cold water, and like me, I like my water to be hot in the shower, so that's just something that I was quite aware of, but for other people that might not be an issue at all. But in winter it might be a bit challenging, because obviously you want to be able to have a warm head of hair, you know, like when you're washing it. So that just might be something for you to be aware of, the fact that if you want your colour to last the longest, you need to use cold water for this. Like, I'm guessing that when I wash my hair next time, like, all of the remaining pink will go, and I'm totally fine with that. Like, that's all good. I probably will be using these as well, because they kindly also sent these ones to me. So this is the fuchsia colour, and apparently this one you don't use with the Pastelier, but it's the rose one, which is the one that I did use, and this works with the Pastelier. Now, I don't have the Pastelier for either of these, so I can show you what these colours look like straight, because it is the 23rd of March today, and from now on I've actually got to work from home because I'm one of the vulnerable people here in New Zealand. This COVID-19 thing, when I started filming, when we went on our mini moon, it wasn't actually too bad in New Zealand, but every day it's ramping up. For the rest of you as well, like, just I want you to all be taking care, and I hope that you're all doing okay, and hopefully, like, because I'll be still coming up with content, hopefully this will still be able to provide a bit of a distraction. I don't want to be denying the fact that there's this awful thing happening globally, but I think that what I've been wanting to do is I've been wanting to find out the facts about stuff. I can only give the facts for New Zealand. I can only share like the latest news. By the time I edit a video a week later, that's out of date, so it's best for you to just follow the World Health Organization, the CDC, whoever else in your individual country that you need to follow, and just believe that stuff, because there's a lot of fake stuff happening around the place. It's just stopping the spread, and that's like the main thing, because every person that you contact, they have contact with other people, so it's just one of those things. Anyway, that's just like my little extra PSA, but I hope you're all doing well. I'm here to distract you, so be on the lookout for these coming up. Thank you very much to Tints of Nature for sending this stuff to me, and hopefully you guys have seen my very honest review, and you can see for yourself like the results that I got as an amateur hair colorist. I do color my hair all the time, like every 6 to 8 weeks. I use the 10XL light blonde to achieve this color, and I'll be continuing to do that, but also enjoying these semi-permanent colours here. Thank you lovelies so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!